it's Laura, Multifit Pilates. Thanks for joining me. Right, I'm just going to do quick 10-minute sessions now. I'm going to try and do a series over the next week for everyone, a top to toe series, so working on a bit of strengthening and a bit of releasing in each area of the body. I'm going to start with the head, neck and a little bit of the shoulders today, and then work on the back and abs, and then the glutes, quads, and then the feet as well. But with each one I do, there will be information a bit about top tips for nutrition, and also a little bit of homework to do. So like my favourite Pilates move that day, that's going to be really good for you. So hope you're all doing okay. Thanks for joining in. Yeah. Okay, so first of all, just gonna get comfortable, so kneeling down or sitting, however you want to sit, really sit cross-legged or kneeling at the minute. I think I'm gonna sit kneeling at the minute, okay? Hands on the thighs, sit up nice and straight, shoulders down. We're just going to loosen off the heads a little bit, okay? So head over to the right and the left, and the right and the left. Think about your posture as you're kneeling or sitting. Remember, you can do this on a chair as well. Okay, head over to the side, other side, keep going. Go tall through the crown of the head. Don't forget the neck is one extension of the spine. So try to keep it nice and straight. Okay, don't round. We don't want to become kyphotic where you're rounding the shoulders. I'm all about trying to work on everyone's posture. So pull back, chest open and proud. Deep breath in and out. Inhale and exhale. Hope you've all been doing some of your deep diaphragmatic breathing. Really important, remember, you can help lung capacity, which is really essential at the minute. We all want nice healthy lungs, hands on the ribs. Inhale. As you breathe into the rib cage, as the rib cage expands, and then exhale as it closes in. So you're opening and closing like an accordion. Okay, so always remember to practice this a couple of times a day, even if it's for a minute. Remember, the inhale is only like 4 breaths, but the abs puff out, and the exhale is longer than the inhale. You're aiming to try and exhale for up to 8 seconds if you can, but 6 will do to begin with, alright? So do a few of them. Good. Right. Roll the shoulders up and down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Again, mobilise the neck slightly from side to side. I'm going to try and keep an eye on the time because I'm a terrible one for talking too much. Okay, chin to the chest, and up. Don't overextend the neck, just keep it in line. So it's almost in line with the ears and the nose. It's called your plumb line. And exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. So just bear in mind your posture at the minute. No slouching please, no rounded kyphosis of the spine where you round your back, because you're at risk of developing a hump at the top of the spine called Dowager's hump, or kyphosis, which is where you're rounded in the spine, okay? So just always bring your awareness back to your posture, nice strong spine, shoulders back, okay? Pulling out of your hips, ribs back. Right, so we're just going to work the arms slightly and then release them off, yeah? So I'm going to sit with my legs crossed first of all. arms out to the side. So really lengthen, look down the middle finger. Yeah? So you're going to flex your palms up and bring them in. And then open and down. Inhale up, flex your palms up, bring them in and open and down. Good, keep going. Inhale up, flex, in, open and down. Inhale up, flex, in, open and down. Two more. Okay, I'm going to show you the next move. Okay, you're in a W position, guys. Grow tall out, pull out of the ribs. Okay, fingers spread. You're going to squeeze the shoulder blades down and up. Squeeze, release. So this is working the shoulders, the traps area, the rhomboids. So we're strengthening. It's always important to strengthen the body first. But if you're in too much pain for whatever reason today, you don't have to do this. You can go straight to the next session I'm going to do in a minute, which is about releasing the muscles. Okay. Hold it there. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and release. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze, grow tall, and release. Keep going with that. Right, now you're going to bring your elbows in and out. In and out and in and out. Good. Okay, right. Now, we're going to roll down to the floor. Okay. Arms up, shoulders down. Right. So, my palms are aligned, my shoulders are down, my arms are straight, knees are parallel, feet at distance apart. Chin slightly down, please. You're going to pull the shoulders down and up. Pull them down and up. So the important thing here is to keep your arms straight. So we're just mobilizing the top of the scapula. Yeah, the serratus anterior area. So we're really massaging it into the ground. This is a really good one to do on the foam roller, which I will be doing soon, bear with me. But this is really nice isolation of the scapula to mobilize that area and release the tension. Okay, good. Now, you want to bring your arms up and then reach back and down. So palms facing down. Make sure your back is in that neutral spine position. So where you can feel a little gap under your lower spine. Just where that natural curve is. So you reach back and then you exhale forward. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, forward. Inhale. Keep the ribs down. Don't let the ribs pop out. Try to keep them as flat as you can. Chin down. Make sure you're nice and comfortable. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale up and over, and exhale. Good. Now you're going to do it in opposites, okay? So one arm comes down as the other one goes back. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. So we're releasing the shoulders, releasing the arms. If your arms are really uncomfortable, just release them. It doesn't have to be rigid. You can have a soft arm if you want. Nice flowing move. Yeah. Okay, hands up, shoulders down. So we're going to protract to reach up. So we're going to pull right out now. You can see that what I'm doing there. And then you're going to slowly release. So protract to reach up and retract to lower. Palms facing forward, protract to reach up and lower. Try to keep them nice and still in alignment. Good. 2 more. Palms facing in. Okay. This time I'm going to do one arm at a time. So bring the right arm up for me. Hold it there for 3, 2, 1, and lower. Other arm up. Oh, did you hear that? And something just popped on my shoulder there, so that's good. And release. You will release any crickiness going on and release. Good. So it's really good to isolate the arms here. They're basic, but really effective. Okay, reach both arms over the head and reach, reach, reach. Peel the belly button down to the floor. Deep breaths in and out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, I'm going to roll to the side. I'm going to slowly come up to do the last exercise for the shoulders. Right, wrists in line with the shoulders. Nice flat back. Okay, so similarly, we've just been in supine position doing the protract and retract of the arms, so we've been isolating them in that position. We're now going to isolate the scapula in quadruped. So, what's your position? Make sure your wrists are around the shoulders. You're going to let your chest go and sink down in between your shoulder blades. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Now the neck. And remember the neck's an extension of the spine, so it should be in a nice straight line. Pull your waist in. Squeeze the glutes at the same time as you do this. Again, just a really subtle move, but really nice for releasing any tension in the neck, guys, okay? Okay, just turn your wrists over. That's one, and then the other one. Good. Keep going with that. Okay, last move, definitely this time. We're going to thread the needle which is another really good. So this time we're going to do a bit of rotation to loosen off the shoulder. So take the arm and thread underneath, and your aim is to try and get the shoulder to touch the ground, okay? And then you reach up to the ceiling, palms facing, hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly unthread that needle, arm comes round, look up to the ceiling, and release, thread it again. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up and release. Good. Right, swap sides. Arm threads underneath, palm up to the ceiling, deep breaths in and out. So slowly reach up, your rotation through the shoulders, through the obliques, and again thread the needle once more, hold it there, try to get down to the floor. Don't worry if you can't get down to the floor or down, that will come over time. So some people in class, they can only get to this far, which is fine. It depends how tight you are and how tense you are in that area. But obviously your aim over time is to keep teasing it. So remember, use the breath to get further. So inhale and then exhale to push down, yeah? So hold it there. Again, that's a really good one to do. Right, we're just going to finish by doing a cat. To release, cat, cow. And release. Good. So, well done. There you have a few shoulder opener releases. Dead easy. Okay, everyone can do this. Just give it a go, a couple of minutes a day. Yeah. So that's only been 10 minutes. Yeah, so my top tip for you for the next couple of days is obviously stay hydrated. That's really important. So the average male needs at least 2.5–3 litres of fluid a day, okay? So if you're doing a lot of exercise where you're exerting and losing fluid, you need to keep that topped up regularly. So always have a water bottle to hand. But the government guidance is to have at least 6 cups of water a day, 200ml cups of water. It does depend on what exercise you do and your build, etc. But just try your best to keep on top of your fluids regularly. It'll help keep your kidneys functioning, nice healthy kidneys, yeah, and your liver as well. Okay, so that's one, but the other thing I wanted to get across is the importance of eating regularly, especially at the minute. Eating is important for mental health, and you need to eat food in order to have the energy to be able to keep going, sustain what you want to do. The body, the organ that requires the most energy is actually the brain. And not a lot of people realise this, but it's one of the most metabolically active parts of the body. Yeah, so if you're not keeping your brain satisfied with regular nutrition, then you will start to become irritable and anxious and ruminate about things that, and you know, it will increase irrational thought. So trying to have breakfast, lunch and tea with a little bit of carbohydrate at each meal, that's all you need. So I'm talking about like a handful amount of carbohydrates, so a little bit of porridge or cereal, yeah. Try and have a lot of whole grain varieties of carbohydrates, so bread, cereals, pasteurized potatoes, all these are carbs, but they're starchy, but try to have the less refined, so things like the whole grain varieties are going to be best for you. So all you need is a little amount, so you're talking a small handful amount here, guys, okay? The only people that can get away with eating mounds of carbohydrates are athletes, and I'm talking like Olympic athletes, they can get away with eating massive amounts of pasta. Okay, but unless you're very active, as in doing over a couple of hours of activity a day, you don't need a lot, otherwise it will, obviously, you won't metabolize it, it'll be stored in the liver and you will gain weight. So breakfast, small amount of cereal, yeah. Lunch, small baked potato or a couple of slices of whole grain granary sliced bread with maybe some soup, or some rice cakes are good, so a few of them, or a small whole grain wrap or pita, yeah. And then evening meal, try to have even less carbohydrates, so just a very small amount of carbohydrates. Then rice is a really good one, combination of brown and white rice. So basmati rice is the best, it's the highest in fibre, yeah. And then obviously carbohydrates you'll get in the way of fruit and a little bit from vegetables as well. So in between your meals, make sure you're snacking on fruit throughout the day. You need the fruit and the vegetables for the vitamin C. The vitamin C is important for your immune system, as is zinc, but don't forget you weigh vitamin C out, so you need to keep replenishing it throughout the day. So that's why we always talk about, as dietitians, trying to have at least 5-7 portions a day and a variety of colours, so the colour of the rainbow of different types. So particularly like berries, those sort of dark colours like blueberries, grapes, berries, that kind of thing, yeah. So that's what I'd like you to do. And the other thing was the move that I want everyone to do at home, whether it's in the morning, afternoon or evening, with someone for a laugh, or just with your kids or whatever, but just try and do this every day, and that is simply the cat stretch. You've all seen me do it now. It is really good for releasing every part of the shoulders, okay? Every part of the body even. So your aim is you're in quadruped position, that we call it in Pilates. Your toes are curled under, your wrists in line with the shoulders, and you just round the upper thoracic spine. So you'll feel that release there. You round, 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 you pull your belly button right back, and then you stick your tailbone out as you lower the belly button to the floor, and the chin goes up to the ceiling. Yeah, and then you try to do it as one flowing movement to create a nice articulation in the spine. And then add the breath at the same time. So you inhale, pull up, and then you exhale to release. Really good for you guys, really good to loosen off any tension in the lower back, but also in the shoulders as well, and the neck area, let's not forget the neck. Okay, so don't forget to go to the BDA, the British Dietetics Association website, have a little look on there for any information if you want. Give me a shout if you want any more advice about nutrition at this time. Also, don't forget to click the subscribe button and on YouTube and share. Okay, so watch out for the next session coming soon. We'll be doing back and abdominals for the next one in a couple of days. All right, take care. Thanks. Bye.